Welcome back to Long Beach. We mentioned earlier that this event benefits children's hospitals, and here's two gentlemen who really went the extra mile to help support those worthy causes. The number 1, Dave Paysat, and the number 8 of Jerry Westland both won respective auctions to gain seed in today's race, and between them, they added over $100,000 to the charity pot of gold. Adrien Brody leading the field here at Long Beach, but he has his mirrors full of Brian Austin Green, Adam Carolla, and Zachary Levi. Remember, Levi was your pole sitter, running 4th in the white Scion right there, and not letting that group get away, Jesse McCartney. So the top 5 cars, the proverbial blanket you can lay over.
Celebrities are doing a great job. This group right here, this 5-car group, is really staying clean, running with each other. But what will happen when the pros catch up to the back of them? That's when things get a little bit hairy. And they're coming. Here they are.
And remember, Brian Austin Green has run this before, so this is his 2nd time, so he's a little bit familiar. Very impressed, too, when I look into that front windscreen to watch his hands. Very smooth inputs on the wheel. So these celebrities doing a good job. But dun, 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 dun. Here come the Sharks. Jimmy Vassar in that burgundy car. He's dragging some body work or something underneath it. Did he run over that debris, I wonder, that we saw laying in the middle of the track up there earlier?
Oh, trouble. No problem here. Hounds are on the heels of the pro guys coming by this car.
But Vassar working his way up, still leading the pro category. You see the burgundy-colored Scion right there, and something behind the right front wheel. Tanner Faust can see it as well, and he's thinking, can I pounce it? Look at that, Jerry Westland. Still a little rub, and Faust not afraid at all to get in there and rub some fenders, Dorsey.
Jerry Westland saw Jimmy Vassar come and gave him a point by, which I liked. He's waved his hand, I see you going by. I'm not sure he knew all this was going to happen, though.
Oh, look at this. Excuse me while I push you out of the way, Jerry.
And as he's pushing on him, this could get ugly. This is getting ugly.
All sorts of assorted ugliness. That was Steve Millen. You've raced with Millen plenty of times before. He's not afraid to push and shove, is he?
No, and those guys got locked together, and Steve was not letting it go. He was just pushing, pushing, pushing.
Take a look. Here it is again. See Millen in that burgundy Scion up alongside Westland.
You see, they locked together, and with the throttle on, Steve is pushing the silver Toyota out to the wall.
And look at the stack up behind it.
And Westland comes across the bow, so I think it's a miracle they don't have more body damage.
Their skateboarding sensation, Tony Hawk. Tony was, of course, the first man ever to complete at 900 on small wheels back in 1999, and you can be assured he's taken his skateboarding lessons and applied them to his Toyota Scion TC.
I never have to worry about what other people are doing around me skating. You know, we're usually just on our own. So having to deal with all these other people and one bad move can take out, you know, everyone else. That's not something that I've had to worry about before. So I'm new to that, and I'm not going to say I'm going to play it safe, but I'm definitely going to be wary of everyone.
And look at the battle in the pro category. And a little further back, it is a good one. It is Steve Millen trying to work on Notstein right now, trying to get that job done. And I'm telling you, these guys battling hard. You see the rubbing, and look at this. Now, this is the battle for second. Brian Austin Green in the light blue Scion has his mirrors full of Adam Carolla. And don't forget, it's Zachary Levi in the white Scion right there behind Carolla. Anybody makes a mistake, and there has been one made.
Trouble there.
It's the 11 of Jesse McCartney, and into it, the number 2. We've seen that happen many times before here at Long Beach. That was Chris Ashworth in the number 2.
Jesse McCartney, a little bit too much speed, understeers into the tire barrier, and I'll sit there sideways.
There's Jesse McCartney sitting there at the exit, and he's going, please,
he's going,
please,
don't hit
please. No, not so good. And that was a big hit by Chris Ashworth. You see front end of that Scion all dented in, but you talk about a tough car. There he goes.
Both of them. I'm trying to get back to pits in another
and
car.
Tony Hawk with a problem as well. You see the damage to the right front there, Dorsey.
And the left front. If you look at the tire on the left front, it is completely out of the front wheel well, which means he's broken the steering. Let's see what happened to Tony. Here it is.
Jerry Westland. Oh, and he gets, and poor Jerry's been hammered on all day long, and then Hawk in the wall. It looked like that left front tire grabbed a seam in the wall.
Now watch what happens right here. Oh!
Oh, look at this. It is a street fight at Long Beach. And the winner right now is Brian Austin Green, but look at Adam Carolla. And man, bumping and banging off the hairpin. We said a street fight, and Brian Austin Green took the gloves off there in the carousel, Dorsey.
So did Adrien Brody, who gave a big hit check as here comes the pro guys trying to muscle their way through.
We've gone full course caution. And Brian Austin Green right now has the point. Adrien Brody there in second. Jimmy Vassar, I think, maybe gave up that position. Welcome back to Long Beach, and I think the passing getting a little bit desperate here about at the midpoint. It started with Jesse McCartney trying to keep up with the group in front of him.
Jesse carries too much speed, makes impact with the tire barrier. Now he's sitting sideways to the field, and unfortunately, a lot of cars left to come and watch. Wham! Big hit. Chris Ashworth, nowhere to go. Blind corner, T-bones him.
Jesse McCartney going, oh, come on. Everything was fine until then, just like Jerry Westland was saying, until Tony Hawk tried to go around the outside, and that's not going to work.
Tony had no room, got pushed into the wall. Of course, it broke the tie rod on that. Car takes him out of contention.
So you see the field behind the Toyota Camry pace car. It's Brian Austin Green who leads the field overall. Adrien Brody in second. Jimmy Vassar, the first of the pros, as we go back to Green with time left, and can he get it done? Look at the run that Brody got. Little rubbing right there at the line on Brian Austin Green, saying, hey, I want to get back up to the front. Remember, Brody qualified second. Brian Austin Green qualified third. Our pole sitter, Zachary Levi, back a bit in fifth. And these two guys taking the battle to the front, but they got to keep their eyes on those two burgundy cars behind them, the pros of Jimmy Vassar and Tanner Faust. And Faust has been chained to the bumper of Jimmy Vassar since the drop of the green.
How did those celebrities jump those pros on the start? That's what I want to know. They had a huge lead.
And talk about a huge lead. Look at Brian Austin Green already with just a few corners in. Got a big lead off of Adrien Brody, and that takes a lot. That shows a lot of confidence for Brian Austin Green.
And what he wants Adrien Brody to do is hold these guys up, these celebrities, I mean these pros. Jimmy Vassar back there, Tanner Faust. If he can hold them up and let Brian Austin Green get away, but it's not happening. They're behind.
No, that is not going to happen. Both Vassar and Faust work their way through. Faust, a Formula Drift champion, used to sliding the car a little bit more than this, and he's going to school with Jimmy Vassar right now. The question is, will he have anything for Vassar in the ladder going? And can Jimmy hunt down Brian Austin Green? We talked about this is Green's second appearance in the Toyota Pro Celebrity event. You see Jamie Bestwick's car off to the right there, damage from earlier. And that is one of the challenges of the Long Beach Grand Prix circuit. And it really seems to be the braking zones where Vassar makes the ground.
Well, that would tend to be what his finesse would be, being an ex-champ car champion and knows how to use the brake. Of course, when you're a slider, as is Tanner Faust, you don't use that brake for anything but getting sideways.
Oh. Steve Millen, he's not afraid to use the bumper to get it done. You see the one at the start-finish line saying 1 lap left to go, I believe, and Brian Austin Green looking at that going, can I hold him off? Can I hold him off? Can I hold him off? And I don't think he can, Dorsey, not as we get into the brake zone.
Brake zone, turn one. Vassar to the inside is the right place to be. Let's see how deep they go.
And how far will Brian Austin Green take it? We've seen him rub earlier to get the job done. Now he splits Tanner Faust and Jimmy Vassar. Vassar to the point. Can Brian Austin Green hold down second overall? And Faust hits him hard, and then into Vassar.
That was a sandwich right there.
Wow, big hits.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Thank you very much. I'll just slide on through. He did that on Jerry Westland, I believe. Up and over the curbs now. Faust into second. See the bumper on Jimmy Vassar's car a bit loose. Will it stay where it needs to stay, or can Tanner Faust close his way back up? He got hung up a little bit with Brian Austin Green.
Well, Faust hit Brian Austin Green so hard it shot him all the way up in the back of Vassar's car. I'm sure he wasn't ready for that.
Look at that wide line that Faust takes out of the left-hander. Now Vassar onto the back straightaway. Adrien Brody. Remember, he started up front on the first row in the second position, and he has dropped back. I wonder if he's just used up too much of that car. He's back to fifth. It's Marty Notstein who's gotten past him, and look at Vassar's car. There's not going to be anything left of it at the checkered flag, but as long as you get there, who cares?
Adrien Brody got roughed up by half these guys, too, as they came by. They didn't do it cleanly, that's for sure.
Full center Zachary Levi in the white Scion, trying to get another position, trying to get back in front of Brody. Vassar through the hairpin. Faust right behind him. It's Brian Austin Green in the light blue Scion, the first of the celebrities as they make the run down the front straightaway. The checkered flag falls, and Jimmy Vassar takes the win. What a job by Tanner Faust. But I can tell you, the guy who impressed me the most, Brian Austin Green.
Up there.
That was awesome. I don't know what that race looked like from the outside, but being in it, it was pretty hectic.
I love this. This is really this is my passion.
It was incredible. Yeah, I'll be back.
Who won are the kids.
Boys and girls clubs, racing for kids, they're the winners.
On behalf of all the kids, thank you for raising so much money for them and being able to take care of their courageous hearts.